Welcome, my Geminis, my beautiful twins. Brenda Taro here with your general weekly forecast for December the 25th to the 31st, right in the peak of all the energy that's floating around this month. I wish all of you a wonderful, happy holidays and a Merry Christmas and a safe and happy New Year's. Let's see what we've got here for our weekly forecast, something that you need to see, know, or expect about the energy surrounding you at this peak time. Okay, well, coming in with your first card, and we always know that that is your download message, and it says what you nurture will grow. So very straightforward. What are you putting your energy into? What are you putting your blood, sweat, and tears into? What are you focusing on? Because whatever you apply energy to, and you truly believe in what it is, you're going to see it grow. There's going to be some expansion. You're going to see an elevation of energy and possibly prosperity around you. So if it's love you're nurturing, you're going to see more love. If it's prosperity in the form of materialistic things, you're going to see things grow there. If it's your job and your career that you're applying all that energy into, or your own personal business, then you're going to see progress there as well. So keep in mind, you might even need to nurture yourself, Gemini. It might be a time where you're going to say, I need to do this for me. Maybe you're going to get a haircut, or maybe you're going to clean your closet out, or maybe you're going to give to Goodwill. Whatever the case is, whatever is going to boost your energy and make you feel better, you're going to see it grow. So whatever you're applying your energy into, remember, nurture it, because it's very important, and you'll be surprised at the results that you're going to get for the efforts you're making. Now, coming in with your first energy card, your first oracle message, you've got the dry oyster. Pardon me, you got the dry desert. I looked at it quickly. So this is all about maybe feeling as though you've got lack and loss right now. You might be dried up yourself, feeling that I've just done too much. I've pushed myself. I don't have any more energy. So keep that in mind. You need to do perhaps better time management, and realize that Rome wasn't built in a day, my friends. You need to just pace yourself at this time. But you might feel as though this is an endless journey through a dry, hot, lifeless desert. And it reminds us that there are times when we're meant to become resilient as our journey through harsher circumstances. We're being required to conserve our energy until after consistent effort, you reach the oasis you're searching for. So pace yourself. Take your time. Don't push yourself so hard. It's a busy time of the year. I get it. All of us are feeling as though we're stretched. We're having to run here and run there. You know, all of these things take effort, and we do use up our energy bank very quickly. So keep that in mind. You want to be running on all cylinders so that you can enjoy this time of year. Coming in your first row, you have the Two of Cups, the Hermit, and you have the Knight of Wands. So this is a time of sharing joy, sharing love, and enjoying life for what it is with the Two of Cups. And the Two of Cups tells us that there could be a connection here with another person, someone who we are going to be able to enjoy their time together with, someone who we're going to share our dreams with, someone we're going to be sharing information with on a very intimate and possibly very emotional level. So this is all about moving forward. This is all about two people sharing a close relationship. It can also be a friendship right now, a very fond friendship that continues to deepen. And maybe it can become a love affair, or it's just a beautiful soulmate that you have in your life. It could be a love affair or a relationship moving to a next level of intimacy, right? It's all about love and respect and understanding that we've developed between two people. So there could also be a relationship here with some of you that you might have had a falling out with, and you're going to find that you're going to find its healing now. Don't give up on it. Okay, this isn't the time to walk away. This is the time to realize there's still a possibility of a loving commitment that can be brought in. So conflicts are going to end, and forgiveness may be the secret to all of this. So think about that. Beautiful. Coming in next, the Hermit. The Hermit says you're taking time to reflect, pull away, think about your moves, think about situations in your life, and possibly getting together with those people who can guide and mentor you at this time. You're going to benefit from spending time alone and listening to your own inner voice. And I always say, when we go within, we never go without. So think about that. Tap into it. You could be doing more time alone in meditation. You're saying, oh, I need to sit. I need to think about my things, and give grace and gratitude for what you have right now. Because when we give grace and gratitude before we ask, we get it tenfold. So think about that. And act as though you've already got it, because that's how you're going to shift the energy around you to receive it. So I do think that you may be tapping into other mentors. You may be tapping into people who are going to guide you, and you're learning along this path here. Getting advice, perhaps. Finding or becoming a mentor also is important here for you. So it's about self-discovery and reevaluation of your plans and where you're going. But for others, it can also be almost a spiritual quest. You might be tapping into different modalities of healing, energy healing, Reiki, anything like that. Maybe you're just doing more yoga to take yourself to that space of silence where you can think about what it is you want to do coming into this new year. Now, the Knight of Wands shows up, comes skidding into the stops to the finish line, and this is very fast moving energy. So I do think that you're going to find that the energy is going to shift around you, and a situation is going to show up on your doorstep real quick. And this is about you having to act on that. Okay, give it your full attention, and not put it on the back burner or procrastinate about it. This is about stepping up, taking care of business here, and moving at it at a quick pace. And again, this is where I'm saying to you, you have to pace yourself, but this is something you can't ignore. Okay, so it's almost like a excuse me, it can be something that just showed up really quick. Maybe they've shifted an appointment at a doctor's office, and they say, we've got a cancellation, you can come in now. Don't turn that down, go. If it's we've upped your appointment to have a maybe you put out a resume, and you're going to have an interview. Whatever the case is, act on it. You could be asked to sign papers, maybe documents, correspondence of some sort. So you need to act on it. Some of you might be moving or relocating very quickly too. Okay, so you could be doing that as well. Okay, let's see what we've got. So next we have the fork in the road. And the fork in the road is all about making decisions. Do I go this way? Do I go that way? Which way should I move? Those types of things and energy that's coming in. Let's see what we've got here with this fork in the road. Okay, I apologize. I have to keep hitting the pause button because I have to cough, and it's dry in here, and it's early in the morning where I am right now. So the heat's on, and it's just getting to my throat. So excuse me if you hear me doing that. So the fork of the road means, it's time to make a decision. You have to decide what direction and what I want to nurture this week. What do I have to do? And this seems to be a reading all about time management, about lots to do and having to figure out how we're going to get it all done. Okay. Consider the consequences as you're preparing to act on something. You might be owning up to your own obligations to make necessary choices here right now. So every choice has a consequence, right? And we've arrived at a fork in the road and are being asked to come to a decision. So choosing left or choosing right? Will you take the road less traveled or the one well-worn by others who have come before you? This is your choice and yours alone to make. So circumstances and other people are not going to make it for you. So step into the moment and don't avoid this junction, for it is an important crossroad. Okay. And no matter which path you choose, you will have a rich and meaningful experience. So I don't think this is going to be a wrong move, no matter which way you go. Okay. So this is all about choices here and making decisions, which way you're going to travel, which way you're going to go. Now, coming in with that, you've got great opportunity. Okay. So you can read this beginning, middle, end of the week, past, present, future, whichever way you want. But coming in, you've got the Page of Wands, and you're going to hear news, because pages are the beginnings of all things, the steps towards something, and hearing the first bit about it. And this page is coming in to say, guess what? There's an opportunity that's presenting itself to you, and you might have been waiting for something actually to happen, and all of a sudden now here it is. Okay, so it's an opportunity that's going to guide you in a direction that you're going to be excited about. And it might be a bit of a challenge, but you're ready to take this on. Because Gemini, you have that ability to go out and showcase yourself. You have that ability, you're great communicators. So don't be afraid to step out into that unknown and go after this new offer that could be coming in. It could be an offer for a new job, a collaboration with someone else, doing something totally different that you haven't done. But you're so brave, my Geminis. You look at it as an exciting new adventure. And so this is why it's going to be good for you. It's good news. It's a creative project. All you have to do is believe in yourself, and it's going to happen. The Ace of Pentacles is next. Now, the Ace of Pentacles is beautiful because we know it has to do with money. It's a new beginning. You could be hearing about something here that's going to be brand new, as I said, with the Page of Wands. So this is significant abundance. It's going to come your way. And so be ready to receive it. It could be a salary increase. It could be unexpected money as well. If some of you are just beginning to take the baby steps in the planning and you're nurturing something to grow here in the form of a business, chances are timing is going to be important. And this could be the perfect time to set yourself up to go out into the new year with this new business. So it could be very successful. Nonetheless, I see you guys building a foundation here of prosperity. You're laying those stones one at a time to step up on that ladder of achievement and that ladder of success. It's good time now to nurture what it is you want to grow and use that investment that you're going to be applying to something here. So don't be afraid about that. This card also sometimes refers to, depending on the book representation, but I've always taken this card as improving health. Some of you could be going out there and saying, hey, I'm going to add something to my resume, get my degree, get a credit, get something else that's going to elevate me on it. Okay. Some of you could be thinking about, now that you know that money's going to be better, you may be considering a significant purchase, but nonetheless, this is usually a card of good luck and prosperity, and it could have to do with your job, career, and money. So 8 of Wands, yeah, we know there's going to be something speedy coming in here, don't we? Very fast. This is energy that's escalating. So if you've kind of been sitting in a stagnant position, which I don't think you have been at this time of year, things are even going to get amped up even more. But you don't have to worry about this. This is a card that says this is going to get exciting and you're going to be very, very busy at this time. Tie up your shoelaces, because this is a time maybe you're going to be going to a lot more events, a lot more parties, a lot more things like that. You could be receiving emails and invitations and texts and phone calls and even physical letters. This is all about holding on tight and getting ready to move in high gear, okay? Any delays or waiting is going to be over. This means that things are going to start picking up. You could be receiving some beautiful needed information that comes in all of a sudden too. It also can refer to sudden travel. Somebody might have invited you and you're going to say, oh, I didn't plan on that, but you're going to pack up and away you go with that overnight bag. This is also the card of Cupid's arrow. So somebody could be coming in here to bring their affection to you. See, we had that 2 of Cups earlier. So there could be somebody that's going to voice their opinion of you and how they feel about you on an emotional level. Now, we've got the card Beauty, and this is pretty straightforward. It does show flowers. It shows nature. It shows a butterfly. This could be the fact that you're finally realizing that you're going to take time here during your meditative moment. Take yourself to that Zen place and that place of beauty where you need to go and feel secure and happy. But there's beauty around you. And I like to look at this card as we can always find the silver lining. We can always shift our energy and make a negative into a positive. All we have to do is nurture it and realize what we want to come out of it at the end of the day. So there's beauty all around us. Don't be afraid to realize that you don't need to give up on anything at this time, Gemini. You have that ability to be so creative and think about the silver lining, what's at the end of that rainbow right now, and enjoy all the beauty around you, because our life is so full of beautiful moments if we just take time to look at the situation very closely. Okay, coming in with your first card, you might have been worried about something here. The 9 of Swords says you may have been thinking about something, and it's actually bringing you to the point where you're stressed out about it. You're worried about it. You're losing sleep about it. So this card is a card of, excuse me, of letting you know that you need to let those things go. Don't take your worries to bed with you, because worry never helped anybody or fixed a situation in their life. So you need to start thinking more positive right now. Know that you can bring up, you can see light at the end of the tunnel. All you have to do is release anything you're carrying with you in order for you to have the energy that you need to follow through with your day. And that means get your rest. Release any guilt or regret or any kind of wasted emotion right now. And think about the amazing possibilities for your future, that you can leave all this worry behind. Just keep in mind, this brings on sleepless nights, because your thoughts are racing, and, it can bring on stress-related illnesses. And at this time of year, there's so much going around. It's necessary that you let your worries go. Coming in, you have the King of Swords. Okay, so we have two swords in a row here. And this is telling me that you could be seeking the wise counsel of somebody here, okay? Valuable advice from a professional, an intelligent professional. And it's important that your decisions be fair and equitable at this time. If you're in that position of trying to make a decision with somebody else, do I do this? Do I do that? Do I listen to their side of the story, right? And speak your mind, but stand in your truth, okay? This is what this is about, standing in your truth. Now, for others, it could be something that you maybe retained a lawyer or a legal eagle to give you counsel and wise advice on something that is a legal situation, because often this card does stand for justice, or even a mediator coming in, okay? So it can be government and it can be military too. Coming in with your last card, what have you got? You've got 10 of Swords. So this whole row was swords. So it's about, making a move, making command decisions, thinking about what it is you want to do in your near future, and finally coming to a conclusion at the end of the year. You know what? I'm going to stand my truth. I'm going to make changes. I'm going to move forward. I'm going to leave behind all those things that never seem to work out for me. And this could have been situations that you felt trapped in. They could be situations where you felt abused, used, and misused, okay? But it's over. The situation's over now. And endings are always followed by new beginnings here. And you may feel sadness over what has transpired, but that's okay. Expect your circumstances are going to be so much better now. Don't put limits on the great things that the universe can give you right now, okay? Throw that net out there and realize that there's opportunities that you could catch. Okay, so when we get this card, it means we really have felt held back. As though you couldn't go forward, you were trapped. It wasn't something that you could see grow, that you could nurture. This is a card that says let go and move forward. This is going to be a brand new beginning for some of you, and the worst is over. Now you've got a beginning and a new direction to go for the future going into this new year. So let's see what we have here for additional messages here in our first row with the Two of Cups, the Hermit, and with the Knight of Wands. So let's see what we have here. You've got the Star card coming in here with the Two of Cups, which means you could be, you may have gone out there. Some of you might have been showcasing yourself out there, perhaps on a dating app, and you've met somebody. But that you could meet somebody in many different ways. That's just a theoretical example for some of you. Now, the Star means that you need to dream big. And if you're wanting a relationship or to turn into a more committed relationship, you know what? Wish upon a star. You're going to see that things are going to shift, and there's a good possibility this can happen. If you're wanting something so bad, showcase yourself. Get out there. You are the headliner on your own stage, my beautiful Geminis. You have that way of marketing yourself, and you can convey information to the powers that be and shine and walk in your light. So don't be afraid to do that. With the Hermit, you've got the Knight of Swords. You might have been thinking about a legal issue. This could be realizing that something's going to shift. This is fast-moving action again. Be careful. Dot your I's, cross your T's, especially if you're being asked to quickly go and do something in a hurry, which could require signing of documents. This is a card that says use caution, but you have to act on something quickly. Again, similar to the Knight of Wands that's coming in below that. You've got the beautiful card of the Seven of Cups. There's going to be some major decisions that you're going to be asked to make. You're going to be stepping up, and I call this eeny, meeny, miny, mo card, because I think if you think about your moves and what benefits you're going to get, what are what is the outcome that you could receive by making this choice and decision? Think about it. You want long term. You want longevity. You want something that's going to last the test of time. That's going to benefit you to your greater good. So don't be afraid to step up, but you need to do your research to find out these choices and decisions you're going to be making. How are they going to benefit you? Coming in with the Page of Wands in the center position, which could be the middle of the week, you have the Emperor. Yeah, you're going to take a stand. You have that ability to step up and be your own boss, your own entrepreneur, and being logical and organized right now is what's important. This new opportunity that's coming in might be an opportunity, to take on a new job or get a new job description where you could be in charge of a department or even have a supervisory position here. Don't be afraid to do that. Now, some of you might even have the opportunity to open your own business and be your own boss right now. Coming in with that beautiful Ace of Pentacles and good news about money and prosperity, you've got the Temperance card, and that's balance. Think about this situation, whatever it is you're nurturing. Be careful. This tells me that you need to use moderation and not jump into things too quickly. Don't jump into that quicksand and try to figure out how you're going to swim your way out of that muck and mire. This is about taking your time and making those plans. Balance is very important right now. You feel as though you might be on a teeter-totter, up and down at moments and going in two different directions. Know that as I always say, it's depicted here, the Temperance card, with guidance behind you. And those are the powers that be in spirit that is there to guide you. Lean into their power. Ask them to guide you and to help you see a picture in complete clarity. The Eight of Wands. Let's see what we have with the Eight of Wands. What have you got? You've got the Tower. So suddenly something happens. Both of these cards are indicative of that. Something might suddenly change and shift where you're going to have to make some command decisions here to make some changes. And you're going to do that. I'm never afraid of the Tower. The Tower, always depicts people being burning in a tower and they're falling out of it to their, impending doom. And I don't look at it that way. I look at it as something that suddenly shifts in the energy around us, and we have to make decisions, confident decisions to make changes and learn from the past. So it might be very sudden here. You might be having to do something very quickly that's going to require you shifting gears and going in a new direction and doing things differently and for the better. So building a new foundation here for your future. Coming in with that worry card of the Eight or the Nine of Swords rather, you've got the I'm glad you got that card, the Four of Wands, and that's a card of celebration. This is the time of year we're going to get invitations to go to things, or we're going to be creating our own entertainment, or invitations we're giving out to people. This is a beautiful card that says get ready to have a happy time here. I think the worries are going to be over. You're going to be able to be distracted at this time. If something hasn't completely come to fruition yet or ended, you're going to find that you're going to be distracted by the wonderful energy around you right now. There could be some announcements too this year. There could be an announcement of someone having a baby or a wedding or an engagement announcement. Coming in next with the King of Swords. Doesn't get much better than that, my beautiful gem. This is the Sun card. All the good things are going to come into you. This is about something turning in your favor. If it was a legal issue, you stood your ground and things now are going to pay off. You're going to see abundance and happiness here. You could be sharing this wonderful information with someone very close to you care about. The end of hard times comes in with, with the Ten of Swords ending, and now you have the Six of Cups. Connection. Hooking up with people you haven't seen in a long time. Maybe you're going to hear about somebody from your past in the distance or someone who became distanced from you. I think there's going to be a situation here where you're going to be either issuing or receiving an apology. It's the time of maturity now. I think that you may have known someone in the past and maybe a situation or a relationship ended over some anger that erupted, and now you're able to make amends and clear the slate. This is a time of year to spend with family and friends too, and perhaps you're going to be entertaining and enjoying children. Remember, you need to have fun too. Tap into your inner child as you're there with these children. Beautiful time. I think you're going to be connecting with somebody over this season, as so many of us are, and you might even be connecting with someone you haven't seen in a very long time. Well, my beautiful Geminis, this is your weekly forecast for this beautiful week of the holiday season. And let me know how you like this new format. This is the way I'm going to be doing it again. I'm going back to the old ways. You get more cards, more messages. It takes a little more time to hear me because we're over 20 minutes, but Let me know with your thumbs up in your comments if you like this format. As usual, know that I send you lots of love and many blessings, and I'll see you soon, my beautiful gems.